And welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. Hang on, something. This is y'all like the new desk? All right, that's right. We've upgraded. We got a real desk. All right, right now, let's get into some fun. All right. Now, this week, I want to talk about the DAS Pass. I know we talk about the DAS Pass a lot on this show, but that's what this show is all about. Doing Disney for people with disabilities. And the DAS Pass really helps with that. Now, if you don't know, the current system requires you to FaceTime a cast member at least 60 days now in advance to get cleared for a DAS Pass. They will ask you why you need the pass and why you don't want to wait in line a long time. And they will ask if you have accommodations like these in real life. Now, last week, we FaceTimed a cast member for our California trip next month. And she was so nice. She even gave us a link to places in the parks where we can go and take a break where it's less crowded, which I like. That's what Disney's all about, accommodating for everybody. And what's great about the pass is that you can use it to get a return time for any attraction that has a lightning lane or DAS pass option. And then once you scan your magic band, you'll get in line. And then you have to wait 10 minutes before you can make your next selection. And if you are like me and cannot wait in a line for a long period of time because you gotta move and have a snack and stuff, make sure you have the DAS Pass. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So from one pass to another, the Photo Pass is a perfect opportunity to get great professional shots with everyone in the picture. And there's some great locations in the parks where you could get Photo Pass pictures taken. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 Photo Pass locations. Number 5, in front of the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. We also like to have a picture taken on the side of the Tree of Life by ourselves, but the Photo Pass in front of the Tree of Life, you can't beat it. It's great. I mean, it's right there at the center of Discovery Island, and it looks like an actual tree. And of course, it's tough to be a bug, which is in the Tree of Life. Its final day is tomorrow, which I can say, thank goodness. But yeah, it's great. It's perhaps the best Photo Pass area at Animal Kingdom. Number 4, in front of the Millennium Falcon in Galaxy's Edge. Good morning, Todd Fuller. Hope you like the new setup we got here. Make sure you subscribe. And if you're just tuning in, we are covering my top 5 PhotoPass locations. White Fang 7777 Dark Messiah. I know I am not a furry. Kevin Anthony, I don't know what to say to that. Anyway, make sure you subscribe. Did he? No. No. Nope. All right. Anyway, as I was saying, for those who are just tuning in, we are covering my top 5 PhotoPass locations. Number 5 was the Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. Number 4, in front of the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, it's I'm sure when they built Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios, they definitely wanted the Millennium Falcon as a PhotoPass place because, I mean, come on. It may look like a hunk of junk, but I heard from a Wookiee that it's the fastest ship in the galaxy. And apparently one of the most Instagrammed ships in the galaxy as well. I mean, come on. I have seen a lot of pictures in the Falcon. Some even from Porgs. I don't know how that's possible. Number 3, the Roy Disney and Minnie, the bench with Roy Disney and Minnie at the center of Town Square on Main Street. Now, this is a very special area. It's also where, during the special times of year when the pumpkins are out for Halloween or the big Christmas tree is. But for the rest of the year, it's Roy and Minnie's place. And it's perhaps one of the best. I mean, with Cinderella Castle in the background. And Roy is very important because if it wasn't for Roy, we wouldn't have Walt Disney World. He postponed his retirement after Walt's death to carry on with the company's plans for Florida. I can't tell if those are smile emojis or tongue and face emojis. But anyway, I think those are laugh emojis. All right. Anyway, no, I am not. Anyway, well, thank you, Connor. Make sure you subscribe. We are in the middle of my top 5 PhotoPass locations. Number 2, the partner statue in front of Cinderella Castle. So the partner statue is, of course, another important statue, not just at Magic Kingdom, but at Disneyland, because Walt is holding his hand with Mickey, and I think it is an important statue because, as we remember what Walt said. Walt said that we hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse, by this guy right here. Thank you, Mickey. And my number 1 PhotoPass location, the new Walt Disney statue at Epcot. Now, when I first heard that we were getting a statue of Walt at Epcot, I was excited. And now that we have it, it's great because Walt dreamed of Epcot. Thank you, I think. But Walt dreamed of Epcot. He wanted Epcot to be a city where people could live. He wanted a community. And we sort of got that with Celebration. But the Imagineers wanted to take the components of Epcot and turn it into a theme park. And I think with adding Walt there, makes it complete. It truly does. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite PhotoPass location is. And now it is time for Diz or Dat. So on both coasts, the monorail is perhaps the best way to get around. At Disneyland, the monorail, or as I like to call it there, the mini rail, only goes from downtown Disney to Tomorrowland, and it's smaller, which is why I call it the mini rail. Crypt Blue, no. That's not what this is about. All right. And as I was saying, and at Walt Disney World, the monorail is bigger, and there are 3 loops. The resort loop, which goes to Contemporary, TTC, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and of course the Magic Kingdom. The express loop that goes straight from TTC to the Magic Kingdom and back. And the third that goes from the TTC to Epcot. So let me know in the chat or in the comments which resort you think has the best monorails. Diz, Disneyland, or DAT, Walt Disney World. And now it's trivia time. Last week, okay, Mr. Palad, but we don't talk about creepy stuff here on this channel. We talk Disney stuff. But anyway, it's trivia time. So last week, we asked, what animal does Kuzco turn into in The Emperor's New Groove? The correct answer was a llama. Congratulations if you knew the answer at home. So now here is this week's trivia time question. Who is Remy's culinary hero in Ratatouille? Be the first one in the chat or in the comments with the correct answer, and you will receive 100 cool points. And now it is time for the to get into the semifinals of our March Madness tournament. Now, as always, if you can vote in the chat or in the comments. And if you're a part of the Big John Network fan club or the Disney Vlog Squad groups on Facebook, you can vote there as well. So here are the semifinal matchups for this year's March Madness. All right, first up, we have a intergalactic showdown in one of the matchups. We have Star Wars Rise of the Resistance taking on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So on one side, you are trying to escape a First Order Star Destroyer with the help of Finn and the Resistance. And on the other side, you are helping the Guardians retrieve the cosmic generator back from, as Drax would say, an extremely large man in Epcot's very first roller coaster. So that's one matchup there. And the other matchup in the semifinals is Soarin' Around the World taking on Toy Story Mania. Now, on one side, you are on a hang glider, soaring through some of the world's most spectacular sights, and of course the CGI of the Taj Mahal. There we go. And on the other side, you are playing these amazing 3D carnival games that have been set up by Woody and all his friends. So those are the matchups in the semifinals. And remember, who gets into the finals is up to you. Remember, you can vote in the chat or in the comments. And like I said, if you're a part of the Big John Network fan club group or the Disney Vlog Squad group on Facebook, you can vote there as well. Voting ends this coming Thursday. And remember, if there is a tie, I am the tiebreaker. So anyway, that's our show. As I said, if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. For this week's shout-outs, make sure you guys check out Micah Barnaby's channel, World of Micah. He does great vlogs from the parks. Definitely check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Fresh Baked for all things Disneyland. Also, make sure you guys check out my friend Tamia over at Tamia Smiles. She posts great content on both her YouTube and her Instagram. Definitely check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out Princess and the Bear. They do great food blogs from the parks. Definitely check them out as well. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, Kwaherini.